When you build stillness into your life, powerful things happen. Number one, clarity in decision making. Before we start this episode, I want to ask you something. When was the last time you sat still, truly still? No phone in your hands, no TV in the background, no multitasking. Just you in the present moment. For most of us, it's been a while because we live in a world that glorifies busyness, the constant grind, the constant updates, the constant need to be doing something. But here's the truth. Some of the clearest answers, deepest peace, and most creative breakthroughs don't come when you were doing more. They come when you learn to simply be. So today we are talking about the power of stillness, not just as an escape from life, but as a way to live it more fully, more deeply, and more powerfully. Hello there, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning into Mentium, the podcast that takes you on a journey to unlock the full potential of your mind. My name is Majama. I will be your host and your guide on this adventure into the fascinating realm of mindset, mental fitness, and personal growth. In each episode, I dive deep into the intricacies of the human mind, exploring the power of positive thinking, resilience, and the strategies to cultivate a mindset that propels you towards success. So buckle up for a journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and transformation. Get ready to unleash the power of your mind with Mentium. Today's episode is something very important, a skill our modern world has forgotten: inner stillness. We're not talking about slowing down your progress or living at a snail's pace. We covered that in season 1, episode 29, Living an Unhurried Life. You can check that out. This is different. This is about cultivating mental and emotional quiet, even when life is moving fast around you. Stillness is about creating a place within yourself where you can think clearly, feel deeply, and act intentionally, no matter what's happening outside. So let's dive in. First, let's talk about the difference between slowing down and being still. Slowing down is about pace. It's external. Being still is about presence. It's internal. You can be sitting quietly in a room and still have your mind racing at 100 miles per hour. Or you can be walking through a busy street and feel completely calm inside. That is the difference. I like to think of it like a snow globe. Shake it and everything inside swerves around in chaos. Let it sit for a moment and the flakes settle, revealing clarity. That's what stillness does for your mind. It lets the noise settle so you can see clearly. Without stillness, we often make decisions out of reaction, not reflection. That's what I like to call you are reacting, not responding. We miss small but important signals from ourselves, our intuition, from others, and from various opportunities around us. Stillness is not time wasted. It is the foundation for wise action. But why do we resist stillness? We say we want peace, but here's why many of us avoid it. First, there's the discomfort with self. Stillness forces you to face your thoughts and emotions without distractions. That can be very uncomfortable. The other thing is fear of wasting time. We are conditioned to believe that productivity is measured by visible output. If we are not doing, we are wasting time. Addiction to stimulation, phones, alerts, endless content. We've trained our brain to crave constant input. Now, let me ask you this. If you stripped away all distractions for just 10 minutes, what might you notice about yourself that you've been avoiding? Now let's move on to the benefits of practicing stillness. When you build stillness into your life, powerful things happen. Number one, clarity in decision making. The mind needs quiet to connect the dot and see the bigger picture. Number two, emotional regulation. Stillness teaches you to pause before reacting, replacing knee-jerk responses without thoughtful choices. Number three, creativity boost. Many breakthroughs, as we said earlier, come in moments of quiet. Whether in the shower, you were on a walk, or you were staring out the window. Number four, deeper connection. When you were still inside, you were more present in your conversations and people feel heard in a way that is truly rare. Number five, inner peace. You stop postponing joy until someday and start finding it right now in this present moment. Now, I want to share two stories to illustrate stillness in action. The first story is about Bill Gates' Think Weeks. Bill Gates is certainly one of the busiest leaders in the world. At the height of Microsoft's growth, he could have filled every hour with meetings, calls, and travel. But instead, he started a ritual he calls Think Week. Twice a year, he retreats in a secluded cabin in the Pacific Northwest. No TV, no socializing, no interruptions. Just a desk, nature outside, and a stack of books and reports. There, Gates spent days reading, thinking, and writing down ideas. In one Think Week during the 1990s, he realized that the internet was about to change everything. That insight led Microsoft's pivot towards the web, a move that kept the company competitive during the tech boom. What is the lesson here? Stillness is not about doing nothing. It's about creating the mental space for your most important work. So here's a reflection question for you. If you could step away from your routine for just one day, what problem, idea, or dream might you finally see clearly? Where could you create your own mini Think Week, even if it is just an afternoon? Now, story number two is about Nelson Mandela's inner stillness in prison. We all know that Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison, much of it on Robben Island. Harsh conditions, isolation, and hard labor could have broken him. Instead, he emerged a leader capable of guiding South Africa into democracy. His secrets? Inner stillness. Mandela kept a strict daily routine, reading, studying law, reflecting, exercising, and having deep conversation with fellow prisoners. He understood that while his captors could control his environment, only he could control his inner state. That stillness kept his vision alive for nearly 3 decades. In his memoir, Long Walk to Freedom, Mandela wrote, "I always knew that deep down I would be free." Lesson: you might not control your circumstances, but you always control your response. Stillness protects that freedom. Where do you feel imprisoned? By situations, expectations, or limitations? How could moments of stillness help you reclaim your inner power? Please share your answers in the comments below. Now is the time to share some practical ways to practice stillness. Now, for you, you don't need a cabin or years of solitude. Here are a few practical ways that can help you weave stillness into your daily life. The 2-minute start. Sit quietly, focus on your breath, no agenda. Mindful pauses. Before meetings or tasks, take 3 deep breaths. Nature breaks. Step outside and notice your surroundings without your phone. Single tasking. Do one thing with full presence. As we shared here before, multitasking is one of the biggest fallacies of our time. Tech-free zone. Set times or spaces where devices are off limits. This one will be very hard for a lot of people, myself included. You see, stillness is not always about stopping. Athletes talk about the zone, calm focus in action. Musicians find stillness mid-performance. Public speakers experience it when time seems to slow down on stage. The goal is to carry inner stillness into whatever you are doing. Saying that the world is noisy is an understatement. It will always be. The demands will never stop. But you can choose to create space inside yourself where clarity, peace, and wisdom live forever. Stillness speaks, but you can hear it only if you are willing to listen. This week, try a daily stillness ritual. Just 5 minutes, no phone, no agenda, just you and your breath, and see what comes up. And if you are part of the Mentium community, please share your experience. You might inspire someone else to find their moment of stillness. Until next time, take care of yourself and your loved ones. I am Majama, and this is Mentium. Peace.